First, we are going to see what is a strap footing. We saw if the x dash is greater than L by 3, then it is a strap footing. And we also saw if the distance between two columns is large, they are connected by a strap beam or a strap footing. And we know that they will not carry or transfer any load to the soil, but it only transfers the moment from the exterior to the interior footing. And there are few assumptions involved in the strap footing. We saw this in the last class. The assumptions are, we assume the soil contact pressure is going to be uniform in below the footings, and we also saw the strap footing is a rigid beam. It's considered to be weightless. Also, one thing I've been telling from the procedure, that there is exterior footing and interior footing. Usually the left side footing is the exterior footing and the right side footing is the interior footing. And here in strap footing, the interior footing is assumed to have centrally loaded footing. It's a centrally loaded footing, which means there is no eccentricity. Since the interior footing is centrally loaded and there is no eccentricity, it is going to be a square footing. It is going to be a square footing. Whereas exterior footing, there will be, the load is not going to act at the center of the footing. The load and there will be some eccentricity between the load and the center of the exterior footing. Due to its eccentricity, we are going to proportion the exterior footing as a rectangular footing. So this is what I've been telling. The exterior footing is going to be eccentric loads. There will be eccentricity E between the load Q1 and the reaction or the resistance of the soil to the load, reaction R1. Then the interior footing la Q2 and R2, whereas the load is centrally loaded, so the reaction will also exactly act at that point. The distance between the center to center spacing of the column is represented by the notation x2, and x bar is nothing but center of the centroidal distance of the strap to the the q1 load, and x dash is exterior of the footing to the centroidal point of the strap. And I've been telling the eccentricity is between the load and the reaction, because exactly at the center reaction will occur, but load is acting somewhat distance from the center of the footing. So that distance between the gap produced is taken as eccentricity E. And from the picture I can tell x2 minus E போட்டிங்கன்னா you'll get the remaining distance S. S is nothing but the distance between R1 and R2. So from the picture itself I can tell E plus S is equal to x2. E plus S is equal to x2. These notations has to be remembered. And the outer footing oda plan top view la pathina, it is going to be a rectangle, and the size is B1, capital B1 by L1. Size of the footing is capital B1 by L1. Size of the interior footing is a square footing, so the side is, one side is enough, that is B2. So we are, unlike the proportioning procedures, like the other two things, other two procedures we saw, first we multiply the loads by 1.5 and convert it into factored loads. Then we will assume an eccentricity. Usually eccentricity of 0.7 is assumed. After assuming it, the length of the exterior footing is found, L1. L1 is equal to 2 into E plus 0.5 into B1 or B1 by 2. If projection, here projection அப்படியெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. So note this formula. So first factored loads, second step assume an eccentricity, of 0.7 meter. Then second length L1, write down this formula, 2 into E plus 0.5 into B1. 2 into E plus 0.5 into B1, where B1 is the column, I'm sorry, width of the column, size of the column is d1, and E is eccentricity. E is eccentricity. The next step is finding the reaction R1. Note down this formula. R1 is equal to Q1 X2 by S. How do you get this formula? In this picture, in the picture, if you take this picture, if you take moment about the point R2, R2 act ஆகிற பாயிண்டில் if you take moment, what will you get? Q1 into X2 minus R1 into S is equal to 0. Q1 into X2 taking moment at the point where R2 is acting. What will you get? R1 into S minus Q1 into X2. So, from this we can find what is R1. R1 is equal to R1 is equal to Q1 into X2 by S, where what is Q1? Load acting at the exterior column. What is X2? Center to center spacing of the columns. And what is capital S? Distance between R1 and R2. Distance between the points R1 and R2. And what is S? We can find from, I said X2 is equal to E plus S. So, S is equal to X2 minus E. S is equal to X2 minus E. Note down R1 formula and S formula. X2 minus E. Then the fourth step. How will you find the fourth step? After finding one reaction, beamla வந்து how will you find the second reaction? By using the equilibrium equation. Downward forces is equal to upward forces. So downward forces are the loads Q1 plus Q2, and the opposite forces are the reactions R1 plus R2. So substituting the R1 value found in the step 3, we get Q1 into X2 by S plus R2 is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Taking Q1 on left side, Q1 terms on the one side, and the R2 and Q2 on the other side. So Q1 is taken common on the left hand side, and the LCM is taken. X2 minus S by S is equal to Q2 minus R2, and we know that X2 minus S is E. So Q1 into E by S is equal to Q2 minus R2. So R2 is equal to Q2 minus Q1 into E by S. For solving problems, you have to just remember the R2 formula. So note down the R2 formula. Reaction R2 is equal to Q2 minus Q1 into E by S. Q2 is the load acting on the interior footing. Q1 is the load acting on the exterior footing. E is the eccentricity, and S is the distance between R1 and R2. Then find the areas. யூஸ்வலாக அங்கெல்லாம் என்ன ஏரியா போட்டோம்? லோட் பை allowable pressure, load by stress we used in the trapezoidal combined footing and rectangular combined footing. But in case of in this case we will use the areas. A1 is equal to R1 plus QNA, and A2 is equal to R2 by QNA. And here we use the reaction instead of load Q1. That you should remember. You should not get confused. In here, when we find the area, we will not use the load. We will use the reaction by pressure. Reaction by pressure. So A1 equal to R1 by QNA, and A2 is R2 by QNA. Then find the widths of the strap. I said B1, that is the exterior footing is going to be a rectangular footing. So B1 is equal to A1 by L1, whereas the interior footing is going to be a square footing. So B2 is going to be square root of A2. That to remember. After finding, then find the bending moment, find the shear force, draw the bending moment diagram, draw the shear force diagram, then find the find the reinforcement detailing. That is about the proportioning procedure. Now we will move to the problems. It is decided to provide a strap footing for two columns A and B as detailed below. Column loads. Load at A is equal to 1500 kN and load on B is equal to 1450 kN. Size of the column is equal to 0.5 meter. Center to center spacing of the columns is equal to 5.8 meter. Allowable soil pressure is equal to 370 kilonewton per meter square. So first we'll write the given data. It is asked to proportion a strap footing. Second, column size is given. So column size B1 is equal to 0.5 meter. Then load on the exterior column A, that is 1500 kilonewton. Load on the interior column B is equal to 1450 kilonewton. Center to center spacing of the columns x2 represented by the letter x2, that is equal to 5.8 meter. Allowable bearing capacity or allowable soil pressure QNA is equal to 370 kilonewton per meter square. Now to find what is to be found at plan dimensions. Plan dimensions கண்டுபிடிக்க கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Now we'll go by the steps. First we should multiply the given loads by 1.5. So multiply the load A 1.5 into A. So 1.5 into 1500 equal to 2250 kilonewton. Then load at the interior column Q2 is equal to 1.5 times B. Multiply 1.5 by load acting at the interior column 1450 equal to 2175 kilonewton. 2175 kilonewton. So first we will multiply the given loads by 1.5. What is the second step in strap footing? We assume a eccentricity. I told you to assume an eccentricity of 0.7. Reasonable eccentricity, assume it to be 0.7. In almost all the cases you assume it to be 0.7. Well, how will you find the length? We know the length formula. L1 is equal to 2 into E plus B1 by 2 or L equal 2 into E plus 0.5 B1. So 2 into E is assumed to be 0.7 plus 0.5 into B1 in a question la கொடுத்திருக்காங்க size of the column 0.5. So you'll get L1 is equal to 1.9 meter. After finding L1, what is to be found? Procedure la pathom. The next step, we have to find R1, R2. So to find R1, R2, first we should find R1. What is the R1 formula? Q1 into X2 by S. So, and we have a S formula. What's the formula for S? X2 minus E. X2 minus E. X2 is nothing but center to center spacing 5.8 meter minus we assumed an eccentricity 0.7, that will give you 5.1 meter. Substitute in R1. Q1 is 2250 into 5.8 center to center spacing divided by S 5.1, that will give you 2558 kilonewton. After finding reaction R1, we can find reaction R2. R2 is equal to again the same is repeating. Now you have to find R2. How will you find R2? We have a formula. R2 is equal to Q2 minus Q1E by S. So what is Q2? 2175. First step la kandupidichom. Minus Q1 is also 2250. We found out earlier. Into eccentricity we assume to be 0.7 divided by S is 5.1. That will give you 1866 kilonewton. Next step is finding the area. Area கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது எப்படி? A1 A2. As I said, area is equal to, we know that stress is equal to load by area. Here so area is equal to load by stress. Here instead of using load we should use reaction. That you should keep it in mind. In strap footing we use reaction. So area A1 is equal to reaction R1 by the pressure or the stress given, which is QNA. That is R1 is equal to 2558 இப்போதான் கண்டுபிடிச்சோம், divided by QNA is 370 given in the question. That will give you 6.9 meter square. Similarly R2 is equal A2 is equal to R2 divided by QNA. So R2 is 1866 divided by 370. That will give you 5.04 meter square. Now after finding A1 A2 we should find B1 B2. So B1 what is B1? B1 is rectangular footing. So A1 divided by L1 putting na I'll get B1. B2 is a square footing. So square root of A2 எடுத்துட்டிங்கனா I'll get the B2. So compute the width of the strap. So B1 is equal to A1 by L1 and which is A1 which is 3.63, round it off to 3.65 meter. Also B2 is square root of A2, that will give you square root of 5.04, that will give you 2.24, round it off to 2.25 meter. So இங்கே செக்கிங்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது, just we have to find this values. So it is very simple only. When you memorize the steps or the procedure it will become very easy. Okay, we are moving to the second type of the problem, live load dead load problem. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி இதே problem we have solved with the dead load. We have solved for rectangular combined footing, trapezoidal combined footing. Now we are going to solve the strap footing. Whenever dead load live load comes, no, what is the technique? Steps. For initially we arrive the dimensions using the load combination dead load plus reduced live load. கம்மியான லோடுக்கு we arrive the, for the small loads dead load plus reduced live load is smaller than dead load plus live load combination. So we arrive the dimensions for dead load plus reduced live combination, and then we see whether and we check whether it can carry the higher load combination dead load plus live load. So first we should use the dead load plus reduced live load combination. Also I said load total loads கண்டுபிடிக்கும்போது we use the number 1 for dead load plus live load combination, and we use the number 2 for dead load plus reduced live load combinations. These things you remember. So proportion is strap footing for uniform soil pressure under dead load DL plus reduced live load LL with the following data. Question they have given arrive the dimensions for dead load plus reduced live load தான். Okay, அதனால தான் we arrive the dimensions for the using the dead load plus reduced live load, then we see whether it can check whether it can carry the higher load combination. Okay, so allowable pressure is given as 150 kilonewton per meter square for dead load plus reduced live load, and dead load plus live load 225 kilonewton per meter square. The column loads are dead load and live load. Column A la dead load is 540, column A oda live load is 400, column B oda dead load is 690, and column B oda live load is 810. Proportion the footing for uniform pressure under dead load plus reduced live load. Distance to center spacing of the columns is equal to 5.4 meter. Projection beyond column A is not to be exceeded of 0.5 meter. So given data, strap footing, center to center spacing x2 is given as 5.4 meter. Projection beyond the exterior column is 0.5 meter. Also you should remember here we don't have size of the column B1 illa. அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணோம், you have to just add projection to eccentricity. Okay, not a big deal. Then allowable bearing capacity of the soil for dead load plus reduced live load. As I said, dead load plus reduced live load na we use the number 2. So QNA 2. And for dead load plus live load, the combination for the allowable pressure is 225 kN per meter square. We use the number 1 for dead load plus reduced live load combination. Okay, first step is what is the first step? We have to find column A, column B. Column A la வந்து dead load plus live load. What is the dead load plus live load? Column A ஓட dead load என்ன அந்த டேபிளில் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. Column A ஓட dead load is 570 kilonewton. Column A ஓட live load is 400 kilonewton. So what is dead load plus live load? Column A la 540 plus 400. So column A la A1 is equal to 540 plus 400. Then column B. Column B ஓட dead load என்ன 690 kilonewton. Column B ஓட live load என்ன 810 kilonewton. So what is dead load plus live load in column B? 690 plus 810. So 690 plus 810, that is equal to 1500 kilonewton. Here we don't have total load in போட்டு A1 plus B1 போட மாட்டோம். Why? That is not needed here. Because two separate footings are connected by a strap. There is no link between this load to that load. So we don't have the total load acting at the center of the beam. அது கிடையாது. Center of the strap. அந்த இது கிடையாது இங்க. So we doesn't need a we don't need the total load at all. Then dead load plus reduced live load. What should you do with the reduced live load? Reduce the live load to 50%. That is multiply the live load by 50%. That is 0.5. So A2 is equal to 540 plus multiply the 400 live load into 0.5. That is equal to 740. Also B2 is equal to 690 plus multiply the live load by 0.5. So 0.5 into 810, that will give you when you add these two we will get 1095. Here we don't need the total loads தேவைப்படாது, ஸ்ட்ராப்பில் அது கிடையாது. ஸோ we just need A1, B1, A2, B2. டெட் லோட் ப்ளஸ் லைவ் லோட் காம்பினேஷனில் அவுட்டர் காலமில் ஆக்ட் ஆகிற லோடு வந்து 940, இன்டீரியர் காலமில் ஆக்ட் ஆகிற லோடு இஸ் 1500 kilonewton. In dead load plus reduced live load combination, the exterior footing load is 740 and the interior footing load is 1095. Okay. So first we always solve for smaller loads. That is you use the data of dead load plus reduced live load. Okay. So we assume an eccentricity 0.7. Here we don't have the first step multiplying the given loads by 1.5. ஏன்னா இது இங்கே வந்து dead load plus live load தான் இருக்குது, total loads இல்லை. அதனால we don't multiply the loads. We just find that dead load plus live load and dead load plus reduced live load combinations and start from the second step. Find the eccentricity. Assume an eccentricity 0.7. So length, we will find length of the exterior footing L1 is equal to 2 into E plus 0.5 into B1, or B1 illa அப்படின்னா we just add E plus projection. This you keep it in mind. 2 into E plus projection. So 2 into E is 0.7 plus projection is 0.5. So you'll get 2.4 meter. Approximately you can round it off to 2.5 meter. So projection is given அதனால okay. Then reactions, what is the reaction formula? R1 is equal to அங்க formula எப்படி படிச்சிருப்போம், Q1 into X2 by S. Here instead of Q1 we use the term A1 because dead load plus reduced live load, sorry, so A2, what is A2? Exterior footing la act ஆகக்கூடிய load reduced, we are solving reduced live load case. So exterior footing load is A2, interior footing load is B2. So in exterior footing load A2 into X2 by S. So also S is equal to X2 minus E. So X2 is 5.4 minus E is 0.7, that will give you 4.7 meter. So R1 is equal to 740 into 5.4 divided by 4.7, that will give you 850.21 kilonewton. After finding R1 we find R2. So R2 is equal to, அங்கே வந்து ஃபார்முலா என்ன போட்டோம், Q2 மைனஸ்ன்னு போட்டிருப்பீங்க. இங்கே வந்து Q1 Q2க்கு பதிலாக here we have A2 B2. So B2 minus A2 E by S. So B2 is 1095 minus A2 is 740 into 0.7 by 5.4. This will give you 999 kilonewton. After finding R2 we find A1 A2. Here A1 A2 and I am using the letter small a1 a2 because we have to check whether it can carry after dimensioning dead load plus live load போட்டுட்டு we will check using whether it can carry dead load plus live load. If you recall the problems, similar problems we solved in the trapezoidal, rectangular எல்லாத்துலேயுமே we will check using the formula. In rectangle we used the formula Q by A plus or minus 6E by L, and in trapezoidal we check using the formula Q by A plus or minus MXCG bar ICG bar. We use those formulas in the rectangular and trapezoidal combined footing and trapezoidal combined footing to check whether it can carry dead load plus live load also. Here also we need to check. அப்போ செக் பண்ணும்போது we use the letters capital A, capital A1, capital A2. Since capital A1லாம் இங்கே யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டதுனால இங்கே வந்து லோடுக்கு நம்ம we used A1 A2 and B1 B2ன்னு லோட்ஸ்க்கு யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டதுனால I am using small a1 as area here. So areas A1 and A2. So area small a1 is equal to R1 divided by QNA2 and R1 is 850.21 divided by 150, which is 5.66 meters square, and we find A2 R2 divided by QNA2. Why we have to put 2 here? Everything 2, QNA2 and load also A2 B2. Why? Because first we proportion for dead load plus reduced live load combinations, and R2 is equal to 999 divided by 150, that will give you 6.66 meter square. After finding area we find the dimensions of the strap, width of the strap. B1 இல்லை small b1 வச்சுக்கோங்க, confuse ஆகினீங்கன்னா. So small b1 is equal to a1 by l1, that will give you 2.26 meter, that is 2.3 meter. Also so use 2.3 by L1 first கண்டுபிடிச்சு வச்சுருக்கோம், 2.5 meter. So it's a rectangular footing, outer footing, and the interior footing is so as we have rounded off the values we have a corrected area. So the corrected area CA1 is equal to 2.3 into 2.5, which will give you 5.75 meter square. Since we have to check whether the found out dimensions are correct, we should find the corrected area. round off பண்ண வேல்யூஸை மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணணும் width and length. So 2.3 into 2.5 meter, that will give you 5.75 meter square. And b2 is equal to square root of a2, since it's a square footing, interior footing, and b2 is equal to 2.58. I am rounding off to 2.6 meter. Since it's a square footing, how will you write the dimension? 2.6 by 2.6 meter. So corrected area is equal to 2.6 into 2.6, which is 6.96 meter square. Now we have to check whether it can carry heavy loads. How will you find heavy loads? Now from step 7 onwards we use the dead load plus live loads. Dead load plus live loads use பண்ண போறோம். R1 is equal to A1 x2 by S. A1 here is load 940 into x2 is 5.4 divided by S is 4.7, that will give you 180 kilonewton. Find the reaction R2. R2 is B1 minus A1E by S. B1 is the load in the interior footing. So 1500 minus A1 is the load in the exterior footing, 940 into eccentricity 0.7 divided by 5.4. That will give you 1378 kilonewton. After finding R1, R2, we find check. How to check na? We find the check by using this formula. Pressure is equal to QNA is equal to R1 by corrected area 1. So இங்கே கண்டுபிடிச்ச RNA dead load plus live loads ஓட காம்பினேஷனில் உள்ள லோட்ஸை வச்சு நீங்கள் கண்டுபிடிச்ச R1 R2 அதை வச்சு we should find the check. So QNA is equal to R1 divided by CA1. We should use this R1. What is the difference between this R1? This R1 comes under dead load plus live load. So this R1 use பண்ணோம். So we will put 1080 divided by 5.75. It will give you 187.8 kilonewton per meter square, and it is less than the given pressure 225 kilonewton per meter square. Similarly, check for QNA is equal to second footing is equal to R2 by CA2, which is 1378.1 divided by 6.76, which will give you 203.8, and it is also less than 225 kilonewton per meter square. Hence it is okay. Hence your assumptions are okay. So remember not to be confused by this R1 and R2. Finally checkல use பண்ற R1 and R2 no, we use this R1 and R2. The R1 and R2 that we obtained by using the dead load plus live load combination. Until step 6 நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுற எல்லா டேட்டாவும் dead load plus reduced live load ஓடது. After step 6 we use from step 7 onwards we use the data for dead load plus live load combination ஓடது. Okay, so when you solve this, use this template, and when you solve the problems you can understand. Okay, I will